I'm back. You can't take me seriously, can you? Right. Welcome back to David Echo 2 Hobbies. In this attempt, I will try and get it right. It's not working, is it? My stomach's growling. I've got a bleeding pigeon cooing outside. So, how can I be serious? I've got dogs on my lap, snoring. They're well happy. Anyway, should we try and carry on? I wonder what next is going to happen. But I'll tell you something. I feel like a dog bed this morning. I've got 1, 2, 3 on there. I've got one next to me here. And I've got my little sausage with me. He's a lovely little dog, he is. Eat your sausage. Anyway, what should we talk about? Pigeons. Let's talk about pigeons for a moment, shall we? Pigeons. Flying rats. They're greedy little buggers. But you get to a point that you think to yourself, they're flipping mad. You're driving along in your car or whatever vehicle you're driving, and they don't care a hoot. They fly across and they go bang against the window screen. If they don't fly, this is the honest truth. A bloke had his a bloke had a truck. He was driving a truck, right? And what happened? He had his windows down, and a pigeon flew in went in the left-hand window, across the cab, and out the other window. He said to me, "You could not make this up. That pigeon was if he had his window up, it would have gone splat against the window, his driver's door window, and then he had been a right kerfuffle of a flipping pigeon flying around his cab. I bet it's happened. I bet you. I mean, I've had birds flying to the truck. I don't like hurting birds. I like birds. And you think to yourself, dear, pheasants. What is it? Pheasants are almost like a kamikaze bird. They're a bit stupid, to say the least. And I had one yesterday, going back to the yard with my truck, and he's just wandering around in the road. No wonder so many of these bleeding birds die. A beautiful coloured bird, and he just walks around in the road, and I'm coming up to him. I'm bipping the horn. I thought, I'm not going to kill you. I was braked. Unfortunately, the trailer locked up because I'm empty, and I left that plume of blue smoke behind where the brakes were locked up, and tyre tracks all across the road. But that little pheasant lived to see another day, and I don't like killing animals. I avoid it like the plague. And excuse my stomach. I was talking about another animal, isn't it? But I don't think or have I? I might have killed a bird in the past, but I don't like it. Not intentionally. But pheasants are particularly stupid. They haven't got no road sense at all. And pigeons, oh man, they're a world of their own. They are. They're like a flying food processing plants. But the trouble is, as time goes on, obviously this time of the moment is it's nesting season. But after that, oh dear, they have a brain problem, and they're just wandering around like fat bleeding pigs with wings on. And you think to yourself, get out the bloody way. Splat. Too late. I don't do that. I try to avoid them. I'll bib the horn, make them frightened, and they fly off most of the time. But pigeons, they really are thick. They're about the most dense, thick bird I've ever seen. Well, not thick, but stupid. They just have not a clue. And they're just looking at you. Oh, chip, 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 chip. Doing all that. And you think to yourself, you're going to get yourself killed. Because up our road here, it's a little quiet road. And they're in, here, they're in the road. And they're nibbling at bits in the road. And you think to yourself, you come up the road, get out of the bloody way. And I've stopped before now. And, and the birds are walking across the road, and I stop the vehicle. I get out, and I go, "Go on, get out of the way!" And they just waddle, don't fly, waddle off. Pigeons, eh? Pheasants. Have you had any experience with birds? Am I the only bloke that has problems with birds? That's a video, isn't it, in itself? Bird problems. I think I'll make one with that. Definitely make a video with that. Bird problems. But not the feathered type. It's going to be a good one, isn't it? Right, back to the feathered type. Now, yeah. In my next video, I'll tell you what, we'll just keep it in this video. Smart birds. Yeah? There's some real smart ones. Magpies. Rooks and crows. And they are really smart because you watch them and you'd be amazed what they do. Very clever birds. And they are super intelligent birds. And they learn very, very quickly. Not like bleeding pigeons and pheasants. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe, and let me know about your experience with birds. See you in the next video. Bye.